Exogenic processes are driven by Earth's internal heat and forces. This heat from radioactive decay, gravitational compression, and residual formation heat powers mantle convection, driving plate tectonics. Gravitational forces deform rocks, creating folds, faults, and tectonic activity. Exogenic processes like volcanic eruptions, tectonic shifts, and isostatic adjustments create dynamic landscape, forming mountains, valleys, and islands. They also lead to earthquake and volcanic activity which can be destructive yet shape the earth. Endogenic processes also form valuable resources like minerals and geothermal energy. Understanding these forces helps us prepare for natural hazards while leveraging Earth's resources sustainably.
Before we proceed with the experiment, we're going to want to finish our setup. Now, all you need for this one is an aluminum tray about this size and to poke 3 holes in them. These 3 holes will be for individual samples. Our first is sample A, the sand, sample B, the loam, and sample C, rocky, which is just rocky soil. Now, I've already put a bit of a protection here, that way your area should stay clean, and you also want to be wearing these kinds of protective gloves or any type, that way you don't get hurt during this experimentation process and everything stays clean and sanitary. Once you fill it up, you also want to be able to measure if it is 1 inch or not. It, during this time, you also want to make sure that they're all level and that they all measure around 1 inch. So let's do that. Now, onto the actual experiment. In this experiment, we're going to want to keep this thing at a 30-degree angle. You can observe that the ice cubes don't look like they're moving at all. This is a reflection of real-life glaciers that affected the environment due to their very, very slow running time. But anyway, that's the end of the experiment. Thank you.
Gardner et al. 2013 found that all regions of the world were losing mass, with the largest decreases from Arctic Canada North, Alaska, coastal Greenland, the southern Andes, and high mountain Asia. Currently, there are about 198,000 glaciers globally, covering an area of approximately 726,000 square kilometers. If all these glaciers melted, it would raise sea levels by about 405 millimeters, posing a severe threat to low-lying coastal areas and island nations. This alarming trend is primarily driven by global warming, as rising temperatures accelerate glacier melting. The loss of glacial ice not only contributes to sea level rise, but also disrupts freshwater supplies relied upon by millions of people and ecosystems. Moreover, the retreat of glaciers has downward effects, including habitat loss for species adapted to cold environments, increased frequency of natural disasters like floods and landslides, and alterations in weather patterns.
Humans interact with endogenic processes in several ways. First, hazard mitigation involves strategies like earthquake-resistant buildings, land use planning in hazard zones, and monitoring systems for volcanic eruptions and tsunamis to protect lives and property. Second, resource exploitation focuses on extracting valuable resources such as minerals, fossil fuels, and geothermal energy. Sustainable practices are critical here to minimize environmental impacts. Lastly, engineering and constructions are directly influenced by these processes. For example, designing structures that can withstand earthquakes and volcanic eruptions ensures safety and resilience in high-risk areas.